Which company is the Android phone king? Because honestly, there are a lot of phone companies out there that are trying to get into the business. OnePlus were at the top of their game a couple of years back, but recently they've gone a lot more into branding and marketing, that kind of thing, as their specific thing. However, now we're seeing more of a shift towards Samsung as the industry king. Samsung were always the industry king, and they still are. Here's why. You see, Samsung have always pushed the boundary with their tech. Coming from someone who uses an iPhone pretty much every single day, I've always used an iPhone. I love my iPhone. However, there's some things Samsung phones do that I wish my iPhone did. Things like, okay, it's a nifty feature, it's a niche feature, but it's kind of cool to have an S Pen. And I do use my Apple Pencil quite a bit, so if I could use that on my iPhone, good going. But there's a lot more to it. Way more to it. Samsung are willing to take risks where other companies aren't. The Samsung Galaxy Note 7 blew up in success. Feel free to unsubscribe for that joke. And the phones, like the foldables, Samsung's willing to push the boundaries, willing to push the phones and the prices up in popularity, or down in popularity, depending on how you look at it. The phones are getting more expensive, they're getting more tech. I mean, Samsung put a 100 times space zoom in their phone, which is not something that you really want to be complaining about or using. You see, Jacqueline from Nothing But Tech put it very well in her camera comparison between the OnePlus 9 Pro, the Samsung Galaxy S20 and the iPhone 12 Pro.
Other phones I could actually go up to 30x, and when I did that, it was actually super hard to frame the shot, so you'll notice that the OnePlus 9 Pro looks different than the S21 Ultra. And the reason for this is that the S21 Ultra has this new feature where it will figure out what you're trying to take a photo of, and then it will stabilize around that. Because when you're doing something handheld and you're shooting 30 times or 100 times, that's really far away, and any subtle movement with your hand will cause the image to drastically look different.
She said that once you get to a certain distance of zoom, it becomes very difficult to actually see what you're framing. It becomes very shaky, and that's just the reality. Space zoom is a gimmick, and it will never really beat a telephoto lens. It will never beat a telephoto lens for a dedicated camera similar to this 70-300. That is because the phone sensor is so small and the zoom isn't optical, it's just a cropped in version of what you're seeing. Samsung does a good job though of using AI to detect that and clean up the image. Now let's go on to foldables. The foldable tech is really interesting. Samsung are pushing the boundaries with foldables. They're making it more affordable than ever, and that's just great. And that is why Samsung is the industry king when it comes to Android. Don't at me. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, or join the Discord. Link is always in the video description. My name is Connor, and I'll catch you next one. Goodbye.